Hello friends, I am Nilima Gite, working as a lecturer in Kekewak Polytechnic, Nasik. Today we are going to see how to handle action event, item event and key event. So as we know, in Java, all these event classes and interfaces are defined in java.awt.event package. So when we write event handling programs, at that time we have to import this package as import java.awt.event. So after completion of this session, the student will be able to implement programs on AWT and Swing using event handling mechanism. Now let us start with the first event class, which is action event. So this action event is generated when a button is pressed, a list item is double clicked or a menu item is selected. So for these three event type, the sources are button, list and menu item. This class defines constants like alt underscore mask, control underscore mask, meta underscore mask and shift underscore mask. All these constants are related to keys, that is called as a modifiers. So when we press the button or when we click the button, for clicking it, if we use any keys like alt, control, shift, that is called as a modifiers. One more constant is defined in action event class, which is action perform. This constant is used to specify action event occurs. Now let's see the methods defined by action event class. So first method is string get action command. It is used to get the command or label of source. It may be a button, maybe a list or maybe a menu item. So it is used to get the label or the string value of event source. Int get modifiers method returns which modifier key is used when event is generated. Now for this action event class, the listener used is action listener. So when the events are handled in Java, the process is like this. Whenever the event is generated, the copy of that event is sent to the listener. So before receiving the copy of that event, the listeners must register with the event using add type listener method. Once the registration is complete and event is generated, the copy of that event is received by listener interface, and then the listener invokes the appropriate method. That method handles the event, and this whole procedure is called as event delegation model. So for action event class, the listener used is action listener, which defines single method, that is void action perform in bracket action event AE. So when action event is generated, this action perform method is invoked by action listener. Now let us see the example of this action event and action listener interface. So this example, it consists of event source as a button. So here when we declare the applet class, at that time we have to implement the interface according to the type of event generated. So here if we use button as an event source, so we know that action event is generated, and for action event we use a action listener interface. So for this we have to implement this action listener interface. So the declaration of applet class is public class button demo extends applet implements action listener. Then the three buttons are declared as a yes, no, maybe. Then in init method the buttons are created as yes is equal to new button yes, no is equal to new button no, and maybe is equal to new button undecided. After creating all these button objects, next step is add these buttons on container, that is applet, using add method. So add yes, add no, then add maybe. Then the next step is register the listener, that is add the listener, and for registering or adding the listener, add a type listener method is used. Here type is action. So for each button we have to add this action listener. So here we use yes dot add action listener in bracket this. Similarly for other two buttons also we have to register the action listener as number is equal to add action listener and maybe dot add action listener. So whole code is written inside the init method. Then the method which is defined by action listener interface is declared as a public void action perform action event AE. Here we are using three buttons. So to get the label of button we use get action command method as string str is equal to AE dot get action command. Now this str value, that is the label value of button, is compared with all the labels of all the buttons. So it is used to check whether we pressed yes button, no button or maybe button. For that here we use if str dot equals in double quotes yes. This equals method will check the value of str with yes string. If both the values are equal, then equals returns the true value. So it satisfied the condition. Then the message you pressed yes will be stored in message variable. Similarly, second button label is compared with no. So else if str dot equals no, again the message you pressed no is stored in a message. Else the third button is pressed, which is a maybe button, and the message is stored in MSG is you pressed undecided. Then next here is a repent method is used. This repent method is used to call the paint method. So we have to jump from action perform method to paint method. So that can be achieved by using this repent method. Now next here paint method is defined, where drawString method is used to display the message value at location 6, 100. So this is the program which is used to handle the action event, where the source is used as a button. The second event class is item event class. Now when this item event is generated, so whenever a checkbox or list item is clicked, or when a checkable menu item is selected or deselected. So here the event sources are checkbox, list and checkbox menu item. Now this item event class defines three constants: deselected, selected, item state change. So deselected constant is used when item is deselected. Selected constant is used when item is selected, and when the state of item is changed, at that time item state change constant is initialized. Now for this item event class, the listener is item listener interface, and this listener defines only one method, which is void item state change item event IE. Now let us see the example of this item event class. So here the steps which we follow in this program are same as the steps which followed in our previous example. Like here, only here difference is the listener is different and the method which is invoked by that listener is different. Now here we are using a checkbox for handling the event. So the declaration of applet class is public class name extends applet implements item listener, because here checkbox is event source which generates the item event. Now here checkboxes variables are declared, then inside the init method all the checkboxes are created, and these checkboxes are added on a container using add method. For that we use win98.add item listener in bracket this, and same method is called for next three checkboxes as WinNT, Solaris and Mac. Then define the method which is used in a item listener interface, and that is the item state chain. So the method declaration is public void item state chain item event IE. Here only repent method is called. So this repent will call the paint method. Inside the paint method the code is given as the message value is displayed. This message value, it contains the state of each checkbox. So if you see here, message is equal to current state, and that message is displayed at 6,80. Then next message is equal to Windows 98/XP plus win98.getState. This getState method, it get the state of this win98 checkbox. Similarly, all the checkboxes states are get by using these getState methods, and each time that value is stored in a message variable, and finally it is displayed on screen using g.drawString message 6,140, or the y value is changed for each message value. So this is for item event class and item listener interface. So in this session we have seen two event classes, action event and item event. Action event is generated whenever button is clicked, list item is double clicked, or menu item is selected, and item event is generated when checkboxes are selected or ticked, list item is selected, or checkable menu item is selected. Next lecture we will see the next event classes. Thank you.